Hi, it's Patrick Cranston with Cranston IT with your Bionic Business Vlog. It's my passion to help you use technology to make your business faster, stronger, better. And today we're talking about Office 365. Now, Office 365 is one of the most popular business platforms in the world today, and numerous businesses use this for their Office apps as well as their email and for sharing and storing their critical data files in OneDrive and SharePoint. And so I often am talking to clients and I ask the question, if they're using Office 365, is your data backed up? And the response I typically get is, yes, my data is backed up. Microsoft takes care of that for me as part of their cloud service, right? And it's that right question at the end that kind of gets you, because all of a sudden you start thinking, are they really backing up my data? So let's take a look at the Microsoft Service Agreement and see what it says. So I'm going to read here directly from their service agreement under app outages. And it says, we strive to keep the services up and running. However, all online services suffer occasional disruption and outages, and Microsoft is not liable for any disruption or loss you may suffer as a result. In the event of an outage, you may not be able to retrieve your content or data that you've stored. And then it goes on to say, we recommend that you regularly back up your content and data that you store on the services or store using third-party apps and services. So what Microsoft is saying here is that they are not responsible if you lose data. And this could be due to an outage on their end, that they'll make every attempt to keep your data, but they're not responsible if an outage results in data loss. And then other documentation, they also specifically state that they are not responsible for data loss as part of human error, where someone accidentally deletes or corrupts a file, or due to one of your users, or due to a malicious attack from an employee going in and intentionally deleting files or screwing up data, or from things like ransomware attacks where hackers get in and are able to corrupt or delete your data. Microsoft is not responsible for any of these actions, even if the data is stored in their cloud services. So what does Microsoft provide? Well, Microsoft offers a few different things for data protection, and one is redundancy. When you're storing your data in the Microsoft cloud, it is being stored in multiple locations. So if one location has a problem, that data is replicated in another location and they can give you access to that data. And that typically happens seamlessly in the background. You don't even notice that's happening. But in this case, that replication may be happening in the exact same data center for Microsoft, or even if it isn't a separate data center, it's an exact copy of your data and it's a live copy. So if a file gets deleted in one location, it's going to be deleted in the other location. So replication or redundancy is not a true backup. They also offer deleted item retention. So if a file gets deleted on purpose or accidentally, it's stored and retained for a set period of time. And they have both primary and secondary recycle bins. But these are time-based. And so after a period of time, typically I think it's about 25 days, your data is somewhere available where it can be restored. But after that point in time, the data is automatically purged from Microsoft systems and is no longer available. And this is especially important in the case of a malicious attack or unintentional data loss, where someone unintentionally deletes a file or maliciously deletes a file. If you're not aware of this, a period of time, months could go by before you realize this. And by the time you realize that data is gone, it's completely gone and not able to be recovered. So how do you protect your data when you're using Microsoft Office? When you're using Office 365 and storing your data on Microsoft's cloud? Well, there are third-party backup solutions that are made and designed specifically to back up Office 365. At Cranston IT, we offer SaaS cloud backup solutions that create independent third-party backups of your data. So this is a complete copy of your data, and we do this 3 times a day. So we're backing your data up 3 times a day and storing that at a separate data center. So no matter what happens to your primary data, your backup data is always in good shape. And the solutions we use also offer easy to use interfaces to monitor the backup and also to do search and restores of that data that's stored in the backup. And this can happen at a very granular level, all the way down to a single email or a single file. So it makes it very easy to recover, to search for and recover data when you think something's gone missing or you know something's gone missing. So if your business uses Office 365 today to store your critical business information, whether that's emails or files, and you don't have a third-party backup solution in place, then the old rule of thumb when it comes to data applies to you, which is if you have your data stored in only one location, at some point in time, you're going to lose that data. You always need to have a separate backup of your data, and that's not something Microsoft provides by default as part of Office 365. So I highly recommend you reach out to us today, or if you're working with an IT provider, reach out to your IT provider and have them look into getting your Office 365 data secured. If you found my information helpful, please like and share this post. If you have feedback or any questions, please post a comment or send an email to ask@cranstonit.com, and I'll try to answer it in a future video.